Yes. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back. And yeah, I thought since I was doing too much complicated stuff, not complicated, though, I was directly grinding DSC again and again and again. And so my friends suggested that rather than directly going for DSC, how about you start from the basics itself? So today, what I'll do is I'll just go over very, very basic things in Python like printing, using F statements and loops. Yeah, first, let's get the most basic thing out of the way. And yeah, to print stuff in Python, what you do? You just write print and the item you want to print. Yeah, let's go with the classic. Yeah, and be sure to put .py at the end of the file to declare it as a Python file. Yeah, select the Python interpreter. I'll go with value. And yeah, and give a pat yourself on the back. You have written your first Python program, and that's all like for printing. And there is one more thing called F statement. When you add a F over here, it will actually print what you want. But the cool things about F statements is that imagine you have something over here, like yeah, imagine you have this statement over here, and what you can do is you can directly add the value over here within parentheses, like flower brackets. When you do that, you'll see that hello. After hello, the value will be printed and hello world will be printed. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually even have numbers also. And just check out. Let's see if we can have arrays. And you see we can actually put arrays also. But if you don't use a hello, and if you if you don't want to use hello, what you can do is you can directly add a plus or a comma over here. And if we add it, like majorly comma is used, not plus. Yeah, it works as it is, but you can't add plus over here. Be careful of that. To add plus, it has to be of type string. And since val is of type array, it will throw an error. And again, if you put val as 1, it will again throw an error. But if you make val as a string and then put that, you can actually print it out. So that's about F strings. Like using F, your life becomes easier if you want to print something. And then, okay, okay. And then next is for loops. And yeah, for loops are like one of the basic ways to iterate through something. And yeah, the thing to note is that generally in all the programming languages, the indexes start from zero. For example, if you have an array, yeah, zero is actually this is actually the index representation also. Like zero is an index zero, one is an index one. So if you do at the position zero, yeah, print it. Let's do one also. And yes, you will get 0 and 1 because at the position 0, 0 is there, at the position 1, 1 is there. And to iterate through the array also, there are two ways. One is like directly iterating using the index, that is done using for index in range length of the array. Directly print, yeah, this will actually give the index. Yeah, let's make it 10, 11. Yeah. Now what will happen is that you will get the values of the indexes, and if you put I over here, I will actually give you the index also. And that is one way to iterate that. And the other way is to directly iterate using in Java. If I use Java, then you will know that we can write like this also. It's called modified for loop, like for value, the type name, name of the type of the what is the actual object. Like so, this will be AR. What you can actually do is directly mm, print V. Yeah, like in Python also we can do the same thing, and that is yeah. Now let's comment this out. Now you see that you'll directly get the value. And there is one more way to iterate through this, and I comma val will actually give you an error because you can't unpack it. So to unpack it, you have to enumerate the array. What enumerate will do that will actually unpack the pack and unpack the values. And as you see, you got val and if I put I, it's represent the index. Then you will get the index and the value. Yeah, that those are basic for loops. Like there are three ways to iterate over it. And next comes while loops. And while loops are just like for loops, but we can actually control the even in for loops we can control the flow. Even in while loops we can control the flow. And yeah, while for while we have to actually declare a value over here. Let's have idx is equal to 0, and while idx is, yeah, there is no need to have parentheses. Yeah, and if you do this and if you run, then you will be in a lot of trouble because it will directly get stuck. You have to increment the idx, and now you see it is actually printing the value of array at the position index. Let's print idx to. And yeah, you are getting 0, 11. Those are like how it is mapped. Yeah, so this is while loops. Yeah, again, you can use while or for depending on what you like. Like for example, when you are like you doing depth first search and all, you have to use while. I don't think you cannot use for loops. Like you might be able to use it, but it will just become more complicated. And yeah, that's it for while loops. And the next, let's look at sets. Set is a special kind of data structure, and in set, what will happen is that you can actually just store a single value. Like in other words, you can't store duplicates. That's the main thing about set. So yeah, so let's have a string. Yeah, since we don't like care about the index, we can directly go for yes in string. To set, you add the value. So set dot add is, add is actually in Java. It is put over here, and again it is set, not is add only. Why am I getting confused? It is actually set over here. I don't know why I put yes. And as you see, on the duplicates, the order gets messed up, but you will actually have no duplicates in sets. And yeah, sets, there is other kind called dictionary. Dictionary is like a better set, and in dictionary, what will happen is you will have a key and a value. And yeah, the keys can't be repeated, but the values can be repeated. Like for example, let's declare D dictionary, and dictionary is declared using. Oh, I forgot the I over there. Yeah, dictionary is actually declared using two flower brackets. And now let's remove this. And yeah, again for yes in yeah, first time when I was learning about dictionaries, I actually had really hard time comprehending what they were, like how to do operations on them and all. But after practicing, I understood it's not that complicated. Yeah, you are getting an error because actually there's nothing filled over here. So what we do? Dictionary at the position, yes, it's dictionary. I generally use D directly rather than dictionary. The position is what you do. You will increment it by one. Only if it exists in dictionary, or else you'll get a key error telling that okay, the value does not exist in dictionary. Else, dictionary. Yes, yeah, just 32 one. CTIONR. And as you see, since every element is repeated twice, you will get 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. If I do 3 yes, what will happen is you will get 3 yes. Yeah, and don't forget if I don't do this and if I directly try to increment it, you will get key error mainly because A is actually not present over here. So yeah, to take care of that also there is another kind of special data structure in Python called default dictionaries. So it's present in collections. So let me import that. Default dictionary, and yeah, let's declare it default dictionary of type int because we are actually storing integers. No, we are actually storing strings. Strings, yeah, yeah, we are actually storing keys in the form of integers. I don't know why I did like that. And as you see now, even without declaring the dictionary, like not there's no need to check if the given element is present inside the dictionary. Inside the dictionary, it will automatically check if the element is present, and if the element is not present, it will directly add the element to the dictionary and then check it out. So yeah, you can use default dictionaries when might the element might or might not be present in the dictionary. For example, when you are doing any depth first search or again the same example depth first search or something, like you don't want to revisit the same notes again and again. So like rather than directly checking again and again if element exists in dictionary or on, what we can do is before adding, rather than checking if the path has already been visited, we can directly default dictionaries to tell to directly add the values. There is one more way to actually like increment the values in dictionary equal to dot get, yeah, the value of, yes, I think it goes something like this, get or yeah, yeah. Let's I'll look at it, look at up afterwards and tell you. Let's try a what will happen. Yeah, I have been grinding Java a little bit too much. That's why I'm like getting confused with Python. Yeah, when you directly when you use get, it will just get the value over here. So rather you can do like this also, or you can directly do like this also. Yeah, these both do the same value get. And let's look at some other methods in dictionary. You had get, you had pop, you had date. When you do values, you'll get all the element, all the values, and when you do keys, you'll get all the keys. And when you do items, you'll get all the items. Like for example, for yes, mm, dictionary dot keys, dictionary at the position yes, comma yes. And now what happens is yes is the key, and as you see, key was actually the number which you have put like incrementing. So it is 3222, and normal yes is the value, and we are getting the values. You can do items also. Yeah, just see what you'll get when you do yes. You'll actually get the entire item like a and 3, like it will be in the form of value and key. Yeah, key, I mean key and value, key and value, key and value. Yes, so to like access it, you can directly use the index. Yes, you are actually getting it in the form of index. Actually, have values also. And when you do this, what you'll get? Directly get the values of this one. But using the values, you cannot actually access the keys. So I don't think this has much use cases. Mainly because whenever you're using a dictionary, you use it to access the key and the value. And then you had pop, and yeah, you can directly do this. For that, you have to remove this and remove this and remove this. And let's pop out A from the stack, like dictionary. Yes. And as you saw, A was actually removed from the dictionary. So goodbye to it. And then what is there? Yeah, like that. When you do clear, everything will be completely empty. The dictionary will be clean house. So yeah, and dictionary like that has many methods. You can just check it out. And I think I went over almost all of them. Yeah. So what else is left? I went over default dictionaries and sets, and I went over for and by loops. I think those are like enough, like really basic things in Python to do. And next, what we'll do is, I think, yeah, let's. The one thing I did not tell is accessing arrays based on indexes. So you have ERR. Yeah, to access 7, there are two ways to access it, three ways to access it. So directly you can give the length of ARR minus 1. This will actually give you the last element. And this will actually give the last element, which is actually 7. Or you can directly do minus 1 also. Minus 1 actually represents the last element. Or else what you can do is you can give the actual index also. And for don't remember, indexing begins from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 7 is present in 7th index. And as you see, you get 7. But if you like try to give the bigger index, it will tell index out of bound error. And when you do -1, it will actually give you the last element. -2 will give the last second element. But when you do something like -20, again it will go like this, and it will tell, yeah, I went out of bound, so yeah, you can't reach that. And the same thing is true for like strings also. The indexing is true for strings, but you can't access the. Yeah, let's just look at it. So you have a string, and when you do, a set up position -1, you actually get the last element, which is because it is completely the same like array. And again, it can be accessed in three ways, like the direct index -1, the last. Any element can be accessed in three ways: from the beginning, giving the positive index; from the backside, giving the negative index; or directly giving the index itself. But again, yeah, if you give the wrong index, then you will get index out of bound errors. Yeah, see, again, you have many other methods over here. Like many of them are like what do you tell self-explanatory. Format, it will format the string according to given delimiters. Join will join two strings, encode upper, convert to uppercase, start with like if it starts with A or check. Rstrip will remove all the spaces from the right side. Capitalize. Yeah, again, there are like many methods. Ends with count, is ASCII, is decimal. To check if it is an alphanumeric character. To check if it is an alphabet. To check the ASCII value. Like is it a decimal value? Is it a digit? Is it an ASCII value? There are many methods in strings. The Z fill will actually tell the like how much has to be filled, like the padding. If I give 30, you see that it was actually converted to binary. It was no, you see that it has been like made to size 10. And if you give, okay, yeah, if you give 100, what will happen is the 100 will be added beforehand. You see, when you do control and you click on it, you'll get the method present in that also. Everything is overloaded. That means there are many ways to like use that fill over here. See, literal and string index. What we are doing is we are actually directly using the where is that? We are doing this. We are directly giving the width, but you can also give the string literal also, which has to be filled over here. Let's give v. Okay. So yeah, again, and as you see, it's actually directly coming from the self object. So you have to create an object of it. I think you can't directly do like this. Yeah, like there are many methods in this, and I think that's it for today. Thank you.